How many languages do you speak?
How many languages do you speak?
And how many languages do you speak? How many languages do you speak?
Yeah.
How many languages do you speak?
So how many languages do you speak?
How many languages do you speak? This is London, one of the most diverse cities in the world. Over 300 languages are spoken here, more than any other city on the planet. From Arabic to English to Italian, Portuguese, and Mandarin, we are telling the story of London through the languages of the people who live here. And to answer once and for all, London, how many languages do you speak? How many languages do you speak?
Me?
Yeah.
One.
One? You don't speak Gami like it was.
I speak Wolof, which is
Wolof.
Wolof, yeah.
Wolof.
Yeah, we call it Wolof. Yeah.
So you speak two? English too?
I mean English, yeah. I don't consider it. I thought you were meaning like languages, like the local languages in Gambia, yeah. I speak Wolof anyway.
Wolof.
I understand a bit of Mandinka and stuff, but I can't speak it. So we have like 5 different languages in Gambia.
What's your name?
Name's Charlie.
Charlie.
Same as the king, no relation.
I love your glasses though.
Thank
The
you.
matching is perfect.
I know, right? I wear different. They know me as the bald geezer with the glasses.
Are you English or you?
Oh, definitely English. I'm from London.
You're born in London?
Yeah,
and
born and bred.
So you speak Cockney?
No, I don't. No, I'm from the West End. I'm from Chelsea, the posh end.
The posh end. Well, my friend got robbed there many years ago. But
Well, there you go. Not that posh.
It was like 20 years ago. Maybe it's changed in that time. Yeah.
person
Gentrified.
that probably robbed you is related to me. I'm
Yeah.
from
Awesome.
amazing.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much.
Thank you so
You're
much.
most welcome. Anything you need to know, we usually know stuff. Just come in and ask us. We're all friendly now. We've all had lobotomies.
Thank you, King
That's
Charles.
amazing.
All right, nice to
Yeah,
meet
King
you.
Charles.
Yeah.
The new king, the new
He
king.
WhatsApped me the other day.
Yeah, well, if you go to the palace, they usually put the bins out by now, so you'll be able to see them.
Yeah.
You too.
Do you mind if I ask you one question? How many languages do you speak?
One.
See, which language is it?
English.
English?
Yeah.
Great, thank you so much.
How many languages do you speak?
How many languages do I speak? Just the one. But if I'm drunk, I might speak a different language.
How many languages do you speak?
There is
How many languages do you speak? How many languages does you speak?
two.
Two?
Three.
Three?
Three.
Everybody speaks three.
Konkani, Hindi, and some English.
And some English.
Yeah.
Okay. And how long you been here?
15 years.
15 years.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
amazing.
go one time.
I will go one time.
Go and curry.
If you want my number, you take. And
Oh,
go
yeah?
there,
Like that?
Any you want help, I'm making. You don't
Perfect.
worry.
And how many languages do you speak?
Just the one.
Just the one.
Yeah.
Ah, some people say two. The language when they're drunk and the language. How many languages do you speak?
2, 1.5 maybe. A little bit. Yeah.
How long you been here?
About 8 months. Yeah, pretty fresh still.
What do you think about London?
I love it. So fun. I love London. Yeah, it's a party anywhere you go, I think, isn't
How
it?
many languages do you speak?
Just one.
Just one.
I learnt a bit. I worked in Norway for a bit, so I learnt a bit of
You
Norwegian.
don't speak Cockney?
No, I don't actually. I know a few phrases.
So tell me a phrase in Cockney.
Apple and pears
Apple and pears.
means stairs. Actually, you fell down the apple and pears.
So I'm going up the apple and pears.
Yeah, yes.
That's crazy.
It's crazy for us as well.
Yeah, no, it's like, what is it?
But in the UK, we have many ways of saying the same thing. We can say the same thing like 6 different ways. So.
Driving from Birmingham to London, and I was listening to Radio 4, which is the serious British radio station, and they had one of their reporters out in the street talking about whether Spanish should become an official language of the United States. They were doing a vox pop. They were interviewing people. So they interviewed this one guy on the streets of Los Angeles, and they said, "Do you think Spanish should become an official language of the United States?" And this guy said, "Nope. If English was good enough for Jesus Christ, it's good enough for me."
America.
What language do you speak? Do you speak Cockney?
Cockney, you
Cockney,
mean?
you
Oh,
speak?
well, a true Cockney's supposed to be born within like the sound of bell bows. But I'm from East London at Walthamstow.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm a true Londoner.
Perfect. Awesome. Thank you so much.
You're very
Appreciate
welcome.
it.
No
Thank
problem.
you. And are you from Taiwan?
I'm from Taiwan, but this just Chinese one. It's not from Taiwan.
And this is Taiwanese cuisine, this restaurant?
Yeah, basically this Taiwan. But spicy beef noodle is definitely from Taiwan and very popular. Yeah, and most people just coming here just having this.
Just for this dish?
Yeah.
And how many languages do you speak, if I can ask?
Mandarin, Hokkien, and English. A little bit of
everything else.
Yeah, because you're working here, so you meet all the different countries' people. So,
and how long have you been here in England?
In England?
Yeah.
Since 1997.
97. Wow.
Yeah. I was studying here. I used to part-time in here. And after I graduated, I was doing the full-time, and after doing the manager. So I over 20 years.
Over 20 years. Amazing.
Yes.
And it's changed a lot in this 20 years.
A lot, very a lot. I think the street used to like what's that? Like a rocky.
Oh, it was like a rocky, so it wasn't like really good.
No, this is just for these few years. Because before, when you wear the high heel, the heel would be stuck in a row.
So last question, how many languages do you speak?
2, my own, and obviously English. I am trying.
She killed me, dude. She killed me with that one.
That was a great answer. I'm trying to learn different languages as well, only because I like travelling. So, just out of common courtesy and respect to wherever you're travelling, it's always nice to say the basics.
What's your name?
Glenn.
Glenn? Are you English?
I am indeed, yeah, from Brighton, just down the road.
Oh, from Brighton. I want to go to Brighton Beach.
It's always good.
Oh, have you? Yeah. I heard it's like Miami Beach. You got Brighton Beach. Yeah.
There's always something going on in Brighton.
Always something going on? Yeah. Good food down there?
Yeah, good food, good everything, really. Yeah, you should head down there.
So how many languages do you speak?
Just the one, unfortunately.
Just the one?
Yeah, just the one. I'm pretty lame on that one, I'm afraid.
I'm surprised, because everybody's like 3-4 languages here.
Not me, unfortunately.
You're English, right?
Yeah.
How many languages do you speak?
Oh, just 2.
Just 2?
Yeah, my own language and English.
Oh, and you don't speak Hindi?
A little bit.
A little bit?
I can understand, but I can't speak that much.
Huh.
Yeah.
If you guys didn't know, Hindi is the official language of India, but each state in India has its own official language.
Yeah.
So what is the language you speak?
Telugu.
Telugu. Yeah, from Telangana.
Telangana, yeah.
Of course. And so how long have you been here?
Like 2 years.
2 years?
Yeah.
And why did you come to...
For masters.
For
masters.
For masters?
Yeah.
So you're studying?
Yeah.
So you're doing this on the weekends?
Yeah, it's like not in the weekends. Like when you're university, when I don't have a university, I'll come over and work here. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, sorry, I forgot. I thought it was a Saturday for a second.
No,
sorry,
we
no
don't
problem.
have any Saturday food. It's marked like a Tuesday to Friday.
Tuesday to Friday?
Yeah.
And how's life here in England?
Okay, not that bad. But India's a good one.
And India's good?
Yeah.
And you're gonna go back after you're done with your masters?
Yeah. I'll go back again.
You go back, you contact me, we do mutton biryani together.
Oh, really?
Yeah. How many languages do you speak?
1.
What? No, but you speak like a dialect, like an English, like thicker.
Casual card, sorry. It wasn't
No worries.
Do you want to take?
I was gonna say she speaks Cockney, but is that over here? Oh, your granddad's Scottish?
Yeah. Card machine.
She's like the most English girl I've ever met. I love it. You're the most English girl I've ever met.
Really?
Yeah, seriously.
I'm from a little village actually called Ely.
Ealing.
So it's like fens, it's the fen, so a bit farmery.
Where are you from?
India.
Which part?
Gujarat.
Gujarat. What, so Ahmedabad or Surat?
Ahmedabad.
Yeah, Ahmedabad. Gandhi.
Gandhi, yeah. You can say Gandhi.
I've been. Dokla.
Dokla, Fafra, Jalebi.
How many languages do you speak?
Me, I speak Hindi, English, Gujarati, 3.
3?
Yeah.
That's good. You're trilingual. It's literally anywhere you go in India, everybody speaks 3 languages. Because Hindi, English, and then there's local.
But it's more than 40 languages, you know.
Yeah, no, there's 35 official, I think.
Yeah, 35 official, but some without one book, so maybe more. I'm saying 40, but it must be more.
And how is it living here in England? You've been here a long time?
Yeah, 15 years.
15 years.
It's nice.
It's nice.
Sometimes you go there, you like it, and then come back.
You eat and come back? That's amazing.
But if you stay in one place, of course you get bored.
No, I know.
Routine,
I'm from Miami. I don't want to be in Miami.
Exactly.
I want to be somewhere else. Everybody's like, they're coming for vacation.
When you go there, people behind you, you know.
Yeah.
They're queuing for a taste.
Hey, what language do you speak? Chinese? Mandarin?
Mandarin, yeah. Mandarin one and Cantonese both.
So what's the name of your restaurant?
Sashian.
Sashe?
Yeah.
And where are you from?
I'm from China.
But where in China?
Hainan, you know Hainan?
Hainan.
Sanya, Sanya.
Sanya?
Yeah.
Where are you from?
I'm from Brazil, but...
Ah, brasileira. Mas fala português. Sim. Eu não falo, eu falo espanhol e italiano.
Espanhol, italiano.
Sim,
Similar.
sim. Similar, sim, sim. Ok.
Half Brazilian, half Italian.
Ah, sì? Italiana? Ma non parla. Okay. Yeah.
Are you Italian?
I'm just a mix. Yeah, my mom's Italian. Sí. So from where in Brazil? Paulista?
She's Polish.
Mm-hmm.
I'm from the south,
Which part?
Rio Grande do Sul.
How many languages do you speak?
So I can speak 3-4 languages, but I'm basically not from India. I'm from Afghanistan.
Oh, you're from Afghanistan?
Yes, I'm from Afghanistan, Kabul, Afghanistan.
Okay, nice.
Here, mostly population, if you can see, is from there, mostly.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
And there's a lot of Sikh? Because you're Sikh, right?
Yeah. Here in this market, all of them same,
Oh,
from
okay.
Afghanistan. Yeah,
Oh.
but there was a quite long time they came here.
Yeah, 24 years,
20,
right?
25, 20 means approximately 20 years old when we came like together.
What language do you speak?
What language do I speak?
You speak slang, like super slang?
I know a little bit of Cockney rhyming slang, but not much. I'm not a Cockney. You have to be born within the sound of the Bow Bells to be a true Cockney.
And what does that mean?
So there's Bow Church, and they have the Bow Bells. And if you are born, I think it's like a 3-mile radius, any of the hospitals within that, class as a true Cockney.
Where are you from?
Me, Croydon. Croydon.
Croydon, where's Croydon?
South London.
Okay.
Right at the south.
Question, what languages do you speak?
Punjabi.
Punjabi? So you speak Hindi, Punjabi, English?
English, yes.
So all three. And are you guys all family? Or no, just everybody's Punjabi?
Yes, we know.
Not family. And does everybody that work in this restaurant Punjabi? Mostly?
Separate cities, people. Mostly in Haryana and Gujarat and Punjab. Yeah.
Yeah. And have you most of you been here for a long time? Or you born in India or born here?
No, born in India.
Born in India?
Yes.
Okay. No, because I know there's a huge history with India and England, people coming for decades, you know?
Yes.
Some people are first generation, some people are fourth generation.
Restaurant details.
You can't have it cold, always hot. So good.
How many languages do you speak?
Oh, I speak just the 2 languages, but I have very, very basic and minimal understanding of Italian, Spanish, and German and French. And I'm very fluent in English and extremely fluent in Romanian because that's my mother tongue.
I mean, if you speak Romanian, you speak Catalan, you speak Italian, you speak Portuguese, you speak Francais. Speak it
That
all.
really helps. There's so many languages that sound so similar with Romanian.
Yeah.
And when I have customers sitting down and they speak with each other in like Italian or Spanish, I can understand and I'm like, should I answer back in Romanian? Maybe they'll understand me, or should I just mimic everything? But it's absolutely insane how the languages in Europe just make sense with each other.
Yeah.
How many languages do you speak?
I speak Arabic, French, and English.
3 languages.
A little bit Italian.
What about this gentleman here? Can I?
Arabic. And
One
English.
language.
Arabic and English.
Arabic and English.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
It's amazing.
Thank you.
And so what language do you speak?
Konkani.
Kongani?
Yeah.
Kongani is the language of Goa?
Goa, yeah.
Goanese is Kongani.
Konkani. Otherwise, we mostly speak English and Hindi.
So tell me some slang in Goan.
Sorry?
Slang. No? No slang? No bad word?
There are there are a lot of bad words, but I don't.
Be nice with nice.
Because I'm on the YouTube, so people.
Well, say welcome to South Hall.
Have a nice day.
Thank you.